People want to
Yes.
book calls and ask general questions about SBA. I go, look, I have 2,000 videos on YouTube. I'm sure a couple of
Yeah.
those would answer all your questions. So now I take those
Mhm.
resources, and if they, hey, I want to know about the 504 loan. Here's 5 videos.
Mhm.
Watch it, etc. So we do serve everybody, but you got to be very, very
Yes.
particular about who gets on your calendar, and you got to say no. You got to be able to analyze a deal and say no. You got to say, hey, I don't have time for that. And then you have to also have the mind to still look at opportunities. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing. Like, what can I do to create, more? How can I serve more people? And then so I'm always looking at opportunities, but also don't get sidetracked with your core business, because you start going off in
Yeah.
all these different ways. You're not focused on your core business, which is what got you to where you are today.
So true, so true, Bo. And I'm so glad you're saying that. Everybody following us, or you have been following. Please do look at Bo's YouTube channel. It's great, lots of great information. Mine also. I have maybe 5,600 subscribers so far, and it's a big channel. And I've recorded so much stuff, and postings are going there every day. Actually, many postings. The key thing is you got to really immerse yourself to learn from all this free information, and then you'll be getting to a better place and better place and better place. And if Bo and I can help you and in your situation, we would love to grab you on. The other thing was my podcast. I know yours and my show. You're doing so many great things. I was so happy to have my podcast come at number 11, I think, of the top 50 in the nation in apartments, podcasts, which is really, really thankful. So please also listen to the podcast and our other shows and all that.
Awesome. Congratulations on that, Vinny.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
So we're a quarter in, and essentially in 2025, right? And obviously there's concerns with the economy.
Mhm.
What's where are you at right now? Where are you going to focus for the rest of the year, or at least for the next 3 or 4 months?
I'm so glad you asked me that, question. I know we have sold some multifamily, lots of multifamily. Last 3, 4 years have been a pretty tough game in multifamily. A lot of people listening and watching us right now, they can relate to that. Cash flows have dried up. We have talked about insurance costs going way high. Then if the loans were, tied to the prime and so on, they have gone up. The property taxes have gone up. I think somebody just told me that the property taxes have gone up in Texas also. So it's been a tough game. So I'm just kind of pivoting into alternative investments like senior living, which I mentioned that, previously, also into residential senior assisted living, to be very truthful, which is easier hanging fruit. And then also hotels in good tourist locations and airport locations. So I'm traveling to meet with some strategic partners where we have so many off market deals with value add on the hotel side. So these are good hotels, good mid tier name brand hotels, but they need help in changing their reviews, in doing some PIP money, and really changing the management so that we could make it better occupancy and so forth. So, and then oil and gas. That's the other part. I didn't know that. I mean, too many years, people have been telling me about it. But last year I got into it where you get great deductions. So you get actually 100% back of your investment in tax, cut or something you could say through aggregate gross income, AGI, we call it, on active income. So my lot of investors are loving me because they need to reduce the taxes in active income. So oil and gas drilling, I'm meeting with some CEOs and so forth over there in Texas also. So all the things are kind of mushrooming. And then I'm looking into vending machines again. Wow. I mean, that kind of got back into my life again because these are electronic through AI, these vending machines, all paid through online and everything. And somebody I'm talking to, they got big contracts with Verizon, and then I think there is a Rico. I think Rico is the one that is financing these machines. What? They are financing because they're going to be doing the upkeep of it.